Alrighty, well good morning everybody. It is currently November 2nd and it is about close to 9 o'clock in the morning. Unfortunately the corn is and beans are still a little too wet to be able to pick out of the field. So we just decided to take a drive, came down here by Nate's farm, was looking at a few other possibilities of fields that we would want to buy come next year after we sell some of our grain. And I think I got my eye on a few fields, and we'll take a look at them a little bit more in depth, maybe in the next few episodes. But we still have field 16 to finish, and we got both our last two soybean fields to finish. And I don't know if I don't know if I put this on camera or not, but in the last episode we harvested that soybean field over there, and I didn't realize we owned all this grass area right here. So I went ahead and placed a fence in between our property and the other property because this is going to be our haying ground right here for when we do our cattle. And I don't know if I also showed you guys in the last video where the cow pen, well, where the cow pasture is, but I don't think we'll keep it there for long. And we're going to go ahead and get since our bean header's already on the harvester, I'm going to go ahead and finish out both of our soybean fields. You want to get them done, and then we'll jump back to field 16, because I think on field 20 I'm going to go ahead and remove our cow pasture up here to the left that we're driving by, and take it from here and put it where field 20 is, and turn field 20 into our cow pasture, because I think it'd look a little bit better there than it is where it's at right now. So we got that coming for us too, and then we're just going to buy a couple of other fields after that. But I'm going to go and get down here to field, I think it's 8, no, not 8, but field 6, because unfortunately field 7 we could not harvest some soybeans out of there because there was a lot of trees in there. But I'm going to get up here, and we're going, well, I'm not going to keep you guys in here for this because we're actually almost to the field. Our truck and our semi and our trailer still up at the farm, along with our grain cart and the Steiger series articulated tractor. But we're going to go and park the old Dodge right here on the side of the field. Go and put it in park, shut it off, get out, and we're going to go fire up the actually we won't even do that since it's just a walk right up the road. I'm going to go and walk up here and go and get all this stuff and bring it down here to the farm to get it ready to set up, and when it is time to harvest these soybeans I will bring you guys back in for it. Alrighty, so after walking back and forth to the farm and grabbing everything, it is currently about 10:30. I checked the moisture on the soybeans, and they seem to be pretty dry. The sun came out, wind was blowing, and we are good to get this rocking and rolling and get these fields knocked out of the way, get our soybeans off the field, and then we can go up there and finish busting out our corn and get that out of the way. So plans for us to do today on the farm is obviously get soybeans out, get them finished, get them all put into the grain, or into the silos up there, the flat bottom bins on the farm, and then get the corn out of the field and get all that done, and then go and try to attempt to start tillage this episode. If not, then it will definitely be next episode, because we aren't even halfway done with field 16 yet. We've gotten 2 headland passes done on it and everything like that. And just to clarify, that is a humongous field, and I'm actually glad that we was able to get this field instead of field 7, because I didn't feel like going around all the trees. Maybe during this episode I'll take you guys down there and show you why I didn't go ahead and decide to keep that field and why we decided to get this one. The only downfall is I wish our header was a flex header, because there is a few divots and all that stuff in these fields, you know, like that look like they could be waterways, but unfortunately they are not waterways. We could probably make them into little waterways, but we're not going to. Ooh, barely missed that tree right there. But let's try to get off this fence line if we can and get as many of these soybeans off this field as we possibly can, and I will catch up with you guys when we are either about to empty our first load into the grain cart, or we are at least, yeah, sounds about right. I'll go and catch back up with you guys when we get the first load of this off of the grain cart, and that, or I might even go and jump jump you guys right into a time lapse possibly, or there may not even be one this episode. I don't know. We'll find out. You guys will know during the video, but I hope you guys enjoyed episode 1. If you guys like this type of content, please be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. But I'm going to go and try to get these soybeans knocked out, and I'll see you guys here in just a little bit. Alrighty, so we have just made our first pass all the way around this field. Didn't yield the greatest, but also didn't yield the worst either. I mean, 53% actually is kind of bad. But we're going to go out here in third person, and we're just going to drop these right into the grain cart. Hopefully the cover's open on the grain cart. It may not be, but no, we got lucky. It is open. And then go and empty this in here, and I guess what I'll do is since we got the first pass done, I'll go and throw you guys into a time lapse right here, and we'll get these 2 soybean fields knocked out of the way.
City life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, trying to save your time, in case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list. Girl, you can skip this funny business, 'cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me.
Alrighty, so after a long, grueling 6 miles an hour, we are almost done with this field. We just got to go around, clear up the front up there, clear up around the edges, get as many soybeans off this field as we possibly can. You know, I think we just have just this little bit back here, and then we'll package everything up. I'll go switch the augers over to the soybean bin, and we're going to go put these beans in the bins. Say that 10 times fast, but we're going to go put the soybeans in the first flat bottom bin, and then we'll go up to field 20, and we're going to get them beans knocked out on camera as well. No time lapse, just knocked out on camera. Because that field, I don't think is very big. If it's bigger than I think, then I'll start it with you guys in here, and then bring you guys back in when we're a decent ways through the cornfield, or when we're about to start that and try to get that finished, because my goal is to try to get all the harvesting done this episode. That's if Nate doesn't need some help, because I know the other night I got done with all my stuff that I wanted to do for the day, and Nate needed some help, so I went over there and helped him with some of his soybeans. I'm pretty sure he's on corn now, and then he's going to go back to soybeans. I could be wrong though, but let's go up here and clean all these soybeans up real quick to where we can get this stuff done and get these soybeans put into the bins, and then I think after that we'll be good. Boy, this header took a while to start spinning up. I'm not really worried about that stuff right there on the edge of the field, but now these soybeans up here are right. That's what I'm really worried about. We definitely need to get these beans off the field, because that is probably maybe a couple $100, maybe a couple $1,000 right there. In my eyes, maybe, but I could be wrong. But we're going to go and back up here and get these soybeans off this field, and then I'm going to go and unload everything. Well, unload the harvester into the grain cart, fill the truck up, and go and get all this taken up to the farm, and then I'll see you guys on the next field. Alrighty, so we got that other field done in that time lapse, and it looked very good. And we finished it up off the time lapse. And again, this is a beta map, so don't mind the person floating in the air up there. But this is the field that I want to put the cattle in. So what we'll probably end up doing is I don't know if we'll leave this fence down there by the road or not, or if we will just get rid of that fence all the way around and then just put our own, since the cattle pen will come with a fence that we can build ourselves. We'll go and do that, and then we'll probably try to get some hay made the next episode, where we go and buy our cattle to go and get them fed. Granted, we can still buy our cattle because they will have meadow grass, so that's another good thing that I like about this game, is they get meadow grass whenever you place down a pen, and it is considered their food. I did go and open up this field off camera on the headland to go and get that out of the way to where I can at least turn around somewhat. And then I don't know, I'm pretty sure on this map you can do soybean straw, but I haven't tried it yet, and I don't know if I will. But the next thing on the agenda for today is to get some more of that cornfield done. I know this video is probably running on about 13 minutes, so this is probably going to be about a 20-minute episode, close to 20 minutes, and I try to keep mine a little bit shorter than that. But these last two videos have been nothing but harvest. It's been action-packed. We've been busy on this farm, and I think in most of my series that I've done, this is probably the busiest I've ever been on one of my farms in a series. Like, we built the farm, we bought the farm or built it, because this map doesn't come with buildings or sell points at the time, so we had to build everything on here for right now. But we had to build the farm and buy it, and then had to get all the equipment, and then on top of that we had to harvest, which by itself is taken quite a bit, quite a bit of time, even though we've only got like a handful of fields, but they've been pretty decent fields. I think this is our smallest field that we own as of this point, until probably next year when we can sell corn and soybeans. And because I know soybeans on this map, they sell for, I think, like a little over $2,000 a bushel. I'm wanting to say in like June or something like that. We'd have to check the crop calendar, but I did get the conveyor belt switched, the auger switched over to the soybean bin, so we're good to go there. I already put the first truckload of soybeans into the bin, so we don't have to worry about that. All we gotta do is worry about getting these soybeans in there, and then getting the rest of our corn done. I just figured I'd go and finish off these two fields, and since this is the second episode of this series, like I told you guys, I was going to try to do soybeans next episode, which we did. And then we'll get the corn finished, and then after that, that'll probably be the end of the episode. And the next one, we'll try to get hay made and get all our fields prepped. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this field up, get all this put in the bins, swap the auger over to the corn bin again, and then I'll do some of that field off of camera, and then I'll bring you guys back in when we're at least halfway through it, or we're about done. Alrighty, I told you I'd check back in with you guys when we got about half this field done, which we are currently about halfway in this field, and it's taken me quite some time to get as far as I am. It's been a haul, but as you can see, I did get the cow pasture moved. There is a meadow down on that field, but the only problem is it's still going to show the field there until we get everything else in there. I might just go in there, paint grass over it, and call it a day. Who knows? But once we get up here, I will show you guys. I will jump out and I'll go through the tree line here real quick, and I'll show you guys what I've done. And oh, I didn't mean to disconnect the header, but that works too. Jump out the harvester here. Just yeet, jump over this fence. Oh, can we not jump over this fence? Yeah, okay, sure we can. But anyways, we got the cattle pasture here. We got some gates that morph into the ground, which is fine. Oh well. Put a fence right here. Don't mind the gap right here. Act like it's not there. Shh. But got the cattle pasture here all the way out there. And then obviously we got a fence that runs along the edge, cuts in front of here. And then you come up this way. This obviously you can go in from there, come out right here, or vice versa. And we do have a fermenting silo that I'm eventually hoping I can get the money in to get this set like right down in here, which would work out perfect. And obviously the fence runs all the way down this edge of the trees right here, and then you come right here, and then you got the other gate right here to come in and out. So now we have not only one place, but two places that we can get a little bit of hay off of. So it's going to work out pretty well and everything like that. What? What? Oh, well, that's one of Nate's bales right there. So, well, I'll just let him know about it, and we'll see if we can't get it and all that stuff. But other than that, I am really enjoying this map, and I'm really enjoying the series so far. So if you guys are too, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and if you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome. And if you're not new to the channel and you're a current subscriber and have been for a while, thank you so much for the love and support. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get some more of this field knocked out, and then possibly even the rest of it off camera, maybe even not the rest of it off camera. And then when we come back in the next video, maybe we'll have just a little bit left. But this Cole Farms, everybody. Oh, before I say my outro, we do have a couple of Brent gravity wagons hooked up to the 4440 up there, as you can see right here. I went ahead and bought those, make it a lot easier instead of using the semi. But I will still use the semi mainly for when we go to transport them to the sell point. But that being said, everybody, this is Cole Farms. I'll see you guys on the next one.